Hey guys, this is Red and welcome back to a new Minecraft video. Today I'm back in Minecraft Pocket Edition and I'm going to show you guys how you can create not one but 3 different traps in a really easy way. So I know that you guys like commands that are really easy to make, and that's what I came up with today. 3 different types of traps that you can recreate into your vanilla Minecraft Pocket Edition world using just 3 command blocks or less. So let's start with the first one. The first one is a mine. So you'll be able to create not mines where you go to mine diamonds, but mines that explode into your world. So the way you create them, you just need a button and a cobblestone. Then all you have to do, you need to go into your world, and to set it up, you just place a cobblestone block, 1 block underneath the first layer of blocks, and then on top you place a stone button. Now once a player will step on it, look what happens. It will get a slowness effect, so he can't run from the TNT, and of course there will be some TNT summoned which will explode. Now of course now I was in game mode 1, but guess what happens if I'm in game mode 0? Yes, of course I will blow up and die. So this was the first one. Then let's carry on with the second one, guys. After showing you guys these 3 different types of traps, I am going to show you guys how they work and of course the command blocks. So let's carry on with the second one. The second one is something that I made in Minecraft PC Edition some time ago, but now finally we can create in Minecraft Pocket Edition thanks to these command blocks, is Quicksand. So basically you can see here that there is some normal sand, okay, but this is not actually normal sand, because look what happens. Let me go in game mode 0 so I can show you how it works clearly. / game mode 0. Alright, now I am in game mode 0. Look what happens if I step on it. Basically I will sink down inside it, and the cool thing is that if you try to dig down the blocks you will not be able to do it. Well, it's a good way to like have an X-ray for a really small moment, but as you can see you will die suffocated inside these blocks. So there is no way for the players to escape because they cannot dig down the blocks, and of course all you can do is to just respawn. And this is how it works. Then of course you can personalize. Oh look, you can also have steal items from players, so just pay attention not to go on top of it. And you, of course mobs are not affected by this quicksand, only players. Then let's continue with the third and last small command creation of this video, and this is more like a bait trap. Alright, so you can see that here I have a hole, okay, and there's a button right here and some signs saying press me. Well, of course curious players, maybe they want to see what happens, so they will press it. Now you can see that here there's some cobblestone. This just, I used cobblestone just to see where the affected area is, but of course guys you can cover this with normal blocks so the player will not see any difference, okay. So right, let's see what happens if I press this button. Well, I will fall down inside this pit, and of course if you make it deep enough the players will die from fall damage, so make sure that it is deep enough. Then later guys I'm going to show you how to set this up properly. Alright, so now let me show you guys how the first creation works, the mines. The mines work in a really simple way as the next 2 command creations do. So basically here we have some execute detect commands, and what they are going to do, they are going to detect if there is a stone button under the player, and also if there is a cobblestone under the stone button. So if you have a stone button placed normally into your world, maybe you need it for your redstone, nothing will happen, okay. So that's why I said you have to place a cobblestone block under the stone button. So in this case, let me do it here so it doesn't explode my command block area. So basically if there is a cobblestone button here, then you cover it with a block and then you place a stone button. In this case the commands will detect that this exact button here is not a normal button but is a mine. So when you go there, basically one command is going to give you a slowness effect so you can't move, and the other command is just going to summon a TNT that of course will explode. Now sadly in this version of Minecraft Pocket Edition we cannot make TNTs explode instantly, so that's why I had to give you a slowness effect so you can't escape from the TNT. Then the last command block, just going to remove the cobblestone block that is underneath so the commands don't continuously summon TNTs. Then for the second one is again really simple, because this is what's the purpose of this video, is to create something that is really simple to create but still really cool to have in a world, and of course something that will troll your friends a lot. So for this one we have again an execute detect command, and this time it will detect if there is a block of sand underneath the player and a cobweb underneath that block of sand. And if so is true, if these blocks are found under a player, the player will get a mining fatigue effect for 30 seconds with a really high amplifier. This makes sure that the player will not be able to dig blocks. And then the next command block will again detect if there is a sand block and a cobweb block under the sand block. And in this case will teleport the player one block under the ground, which will basically teleport the player inside. Then guys, you can see that under the sand block there's a cobweb, which of course will do its job and will make the sinking effect look realistic. So the way you set up these traps is extremely simple, and all you have to do is to dig down 2 blocks under the ground. On the first one you place a cobweb, and on top of the cobweb you place a sand block, and voila, it will work and it will sink you down. Now I suggest you guys, sometimes if you place only one block the players will be able to escape. I suggest you to make something that is at least 4x4 or 3x3. If you want the quicksand to work not only with sand but also with other types of blocks, for example with gravel or grass or any type of block, all you have to do guys is to go inside this command and change sand. You can see here sand, you change sand with the ID of the block that you want to change. So for example it can be gravel in our case. So you just delete sand and you write gravel instead of sand, and it should be now applied only to gravel. Now you can see that it doesn't work for gravel, but if we change it, it will work for gravel and not for sand. Now guys, if you were wondering, all the commands that I'm using in this video, you will find them in the description of this video. Basically there's a link which will forward you to my webpage, and on my webpage you will find all the commands in order. Then for the third command creation you will have to do a step. So first of all, you can see here that we have a test for block command. This basically will check if the stone button there is pressed. If the stone button there is pressed, then this command block here is going to execute the command inside, which is a simple fill command, which will basically fill this area here with air, this platform with air. And all you have to change guys inside the command is of course to find the area that you want to be removed, that you want of course to be replaced with air. So first of all, to set this trap up, you will have to dig down a pit that is deep enough to damage players and make them die from fall damage. Then after it, you cover it with any kind of block that you want. It can be also hidden like this and not have cobblestone blocks. It can be any type of block, as I said guys, but the only thing that you guys will have to do is to find the 2 coordinates at the edges of this trap. So you can see that this trap starts here. Let's go on one of the edges here, and what you have to do, you type this command /tp at p and then tile. And basically what the command will do, it will output something in the chat giving you the coordinates where you are. Now you can write them on a piece of paper or in the chat. So it's -5, 78 and 42. Of course for me, in your world you will have different coordinates. Then you go in the second edge of this square here, and what you have to do, you go here and you type again /tp, and it will give you the second pair of coordinates, which is -11, 78 and 36. Once you have these 2 pairs of coordinates, all you have to do is to change them in the command. So what you have to do, you delete this command and you paste the coordinates that you have, and that's it. So make sure guys that this command block here on top is set on conditional, okay? You can see that all the other command blocks here are set on unconditional. This one that has this kind of texture with the arrow shape is set to conditional, and of course the bottom ones are set to repeat, unconditional, always active, and these ones to chain, unconditional, and always active. So guys, that's how you create 3 different types of traps in Minecraft Pocket Edition in a really easy way. As I said, all the commands can be found on my website, and as always guys, I want to thank you all for watching this video until the end. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did so, don't forget to drop a like under the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you all guys in the next one. See you, bye.